I can recall differences for basic facts using mental strategies. So in this lesson, you're going to practice subtraction facts. Mental strategies means not using your fingers and just using your brain. Let's review related addition and subtraction facts. Take a look at this addition fact. What would be a related subtraction fact? 8 minus 3 equals 5 is a related subtraction fact. Another related subtraction fact would be 8 minus 5 equals 3. They are related facts because they're using the same digits. 5 is used, 3 is used, 8 is used. So, if you know the fact 5 plus 3 equals 8, then you would know that 8 minus 3 equals 5, and 8 minus 5 equals 3 because they're related. Gina put 4 colored tiles inside the circle. Then she put 3 colored tiles outside the circle. Based on this, what addition facts could be written for Gina's model? Well, let's look at it. We know that there are 4 inside of the circle and that there are 3 outside of the circle. So an addition fact could be 4 for 4 inside of the circle plus 3, which are the ones outside the circle, and that's going to equal 7. Likewise, it could be the inverse. We could start with the tiles outside of the circle, which is 3, plus the tiles that are inside of the circle, which are 4, and that is still going to be 7 altogether. So how does this addition or these addition facts show Gina's model? Well, the addition facts show the two parts added together to make the whole. The number of tiles inside the circle and the number of tiles outside the circle are parts. The total number of tiles is the whole. Let's take a look at the model again. What if Gina had the 7 tiles outside of the circle, and then she moved 4 of the tiles to be inside of the circle? What subtraction fact could be written for Gina's model? The subtraction fact would be 7 minus the 4 that she put inside of the circle, and that's going to leave 3 still outside of the circle. Now let's consider this. What if 7 tiles were inside of the circle and then Gina moved 3 of the tiles outside of the circle? What subtraction facts could be written for Gina's model? Well, looking at this, she started with 7 inside of the circle minus the 3 that she moved outside of the circle, and that's going to leave 4 still remaining inside of the circle. This would be the subtraction fact. Notice how all of these addition and subtraction facts are related. We're using the same numbers. 7 altogether, 3 in one part, and 4 in the other parts. Knowing just one of these facts will help you remember the other facts. Let's look at some other mental strategies to help us subtract and find the difference. Remember, difference means the answer to subtraction. Well, one way to subtract using a mental strategy is to count back by 1, 2, or 3. So for example, look at this subtraction problem. 7 minus 3 equals blank. Counting back, we would start with 7. We would say 6, 5, 4. So the difference would be 4. Let's look at another subtraction problem. 9 minus 3 equals blank. To count back, we would start with 9 and say 8, 7, 6. So the difference would be 6. Another way to find the difference, or another way to subtract, is to think about a missing add-in to subtract. For example, we would be looking at the related addition sentence. So consider this subtraction sentence. 8 minus 5 equals blank. Well, if you know that 5 plus 3 equals 8, then you would know that 8 minus 5 leaves 3. So why would someone use the count back strategy when subtracting 1, 2, or 3? Well, because it is quick and easy to count back 1, 2, or 3. So for example, if you have this subtraction sentence, a good strategy would be to count back. So 12 minus 3 would be 11, 10, 9. So the answer, or the difference, would be 9. If you were given this subtraction problem, a good strategy would be to count back. So that would be 7, 6. The difference would be 6. If you were given this subtraction problem, a good strategy would be to count back. 3. So the difference would be 3. So remember, if you know that 8 plus 5 equals 13, you can use the related subtraction fact to figure out 13 minus 5. And then you would know that the answer would be 8. In this lesson, we practice subtraction facts. We practice getting the difference without using our fingers. We practice using mental strategies to help us subtract.